What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Thomas Gallery, and today I'm going to talk about becoming a master. Now, notice I said the phrase becoming a master. Okay? I use those words on purpose. When I say becoming, I'm referring to it always being a process. It's always being a learning process in becoming a master at something. It's never a final destination. Every day you're learning, and every day you are trying to get to that level of mastery. Okay? And I thought about this while listening to two people. One, Michael Jackson, and two is Jay-Z, right? The first time it really clicked in my head was I saw an interview with Michael Jackson, and he was talking about to be great, you must study the greats. Okay? And but the thing is, he took it different. He took it another level. He said, become a scientist. Become a scientist. Dissect. Study what they did. Study their moves. Take pieces from those that you admire, from those that you consider a master. Learn from them. Michael Jackson, he was a singer, dancer, he was a performer, he was a musician, all that. What he did was he studied everybody that he admired. He studied them. James Brown, Little Richard, Jackie Wilson. So there's no accident that you see a lot of James Brown moves and Jackie Wilson moves in Michael Jackson's moves. You see it. There's video footage of young Michael Jackson as a child singing James Brown songs and doing James Brown's moves. The shuffle, the foot shuffle, the slide, all that. The splits and all that stuff. Prince the same way. He studied those greats. As an artist, as a sketch artist, a painter, all that, I have to find those artists that I admire, and I have to study them. I have to become... So there's bugs flying around. I have to study them. I have to dissect a Leonardo da Vinci. Have to dissect a Alex Ross. Have to dissect a Jake Parker, a Mark Silvestri, rest in peace. I have to dissect a Stan Lee, or Jack Kirby, or Jim Lee. All those artists that I admire, and some I didn't even name. It's a whole lot that I didn't name. But if I wanted to become a quote-unquote master, I have to take that which I admire and I have to study it. And I have to, look at the path that they took and still try to find my own lane. I'm still trying to find my own lane, but take the successes from them and use them in my life. Like Jay-Z, he said, "Don't follow me, follow my moves." Simply meaning that you don't have to live everything that person lived. You don't have to do everything that person did, because that's not your life. You can't do whatever someone else does and get the same results. Although what you can do, is see where they were successful, see where they failed. Okay? And if your path is in a similar field to theirs, what you can do is follow the successes and learn from the failures in their particular business. You don't got to follow their personal life, because you don't know their personal life. But the only thing you do know is what they do concerning their job. Whether it be a musician, an actor, a dancer, an athlete, whatever. You can look at their moves in their profession, and you can look at their successes, and you can look at their failures, and you can take what is successful And whatever they failed at, whether they consider failure, you can learn from it so you don't make that same mistake. Okay? That's one of the best ways to becoming a master. Okay? You learn from their successes and their failures. You follow the successes and you learn from the failures. You say, okay, this person did this and it didn't work out. It failed. You know, this right here failed. Let me not go down this road because we have a similar interest. We have a similar field, and apparently, obviously, they are very successful in this field, and I want to get to that same level of success. They made some mistakes along the way. Let me not go down that same road. Okay? I don't want to follow them as a person. I want to follow their moves in the profession. So don't follow me, follow my moves. And when you're following the moves, then you take the Michael Jackson road. You dissect it. You become a scientist. You break it down scientifically. You analyze every move they made in that success. And you also analyze every move they made in that failure. So you can know exactly where they were successful and the exact moment that they failed. You can say, okay, it wasn't until they did this that it went south and it didn't go the way they wanted to go. I'm on a similar path. Let me try to avoid that particular mark. If I ever come across it, let me keep that in my mind. So if I come across this particular bridge, I know, okay, let me learn from what someone else did. Let me learn and say, okay, let's not go there. Which is success. When the successes come, it's okay. I have a blueprint for the success. When they did X, Y, and Z, they were very successful. And when they did X, Y, Z coupled with 1, 2, 3, they were actually successful. And what else? And what did they do with the success? When they were successful, what else did they do with the success? Oh, they open up areas for other people to become successful. Okay, so let me follow that same path. And now it's not even a matter of if, it's when, because you've seen the blueprint already. You've seen it being done. The same way how a baby doesn't learn how to walk until they see someone else walking. The same. It's another analogy. Babies learn to walk because they see someone else walking. They see someone who already doing it, who already mastered it. They see someone else walking, and then they want to mimic the walking. Now, what they're first going to do is they're going to try to get up, and first they got to do is learn how to stand because they see the person standing. So they go say, "Let me do what they're doing." They're standing on 2 feet. They got their feet a certain width apart. Let me stand like they're standing. They may fall a few times, but eventually they'll get it. Then the process of walking. How does someone else walk? The baby will see that someone walks by putting 1 foot in front of the other. And then the baby's going to try that. The baby's going to try to put 1 foot in front of the other. And when they first do it, they're going to fall. But they know they know that apparently it works because I see everyone else do it. I see everyone that I see standing up, and I see walking by putting 1 foot in front of the other. So I'm going to keep doing that because obviously it's working. Everyone else can do it, so can I. Okay? So when they do it, when they keep copying what adults are doing, they will eventually become successful in walking. The same exact principle applies when it comes to success. You're going to see somebody successful, and you're going to want to do what they did to become successful. You're going to follow their moves. You don't follow them, you follow their moves. Okay? You study what they did, you break it down, you dissect it, you become a scientist of their success. Okay? You learn about everything that they did, every business deal that they made. How often did they paint? How often did they sing? How often did they dance? How often did they act? How often did they write? Sorry about that. A lady was asking me something. But you have to become a scientist of, you gotta say, okay, well, if my favorite artist did 2 paintings a day, I have to do at least 2 paintings or more a day. At least 2. If they say 2, if they say, yeah, every day for 3 years I did 2 paintings a day, you have to do at least 2 paintings a day, if not more. If you want to become better than them, you got to do more. So whatever they did, if you want to become better than them, you have to do more. If you want to be like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, and they told you that they shot 1,000 jump shots, you have to shoot at least 1,000 jump shots, if not more. If they say they were in the weight room every day for 2 hours, you have to be in the weight room every day for at least 2 hours, if not more. Okay? That is the path to becoming a master. First thing I do is study the masters, become a scientist of the masters, dissect the masters, learn from their successes, right? Follow their successes, learn from their failures. All right? And consistency, because the one thing all people who are successful, the one thing they all have in common is that they are consistent. Success and consistency go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. I've learned that from all the artists that I admire, from watching Michael Jackson, from watching Jay-Z, from watching James Brown. They call James Brown the hardest working man in show business. You can't be the hardest working man in show business if you are not doing something every single day. If you're not practicing, if you hear about James Brown's practices for his band every day, and he was a perfectionist. Same thing with Michael Jackson. Every day, a perfectionist. People who paint, they may not paint every day, but they draw every single day, if not twice a day. They're doing something that is pertaining to their craft, and they are working their behinds off to master it. And in the process of them mastering it, they become successful because people will see the hard work and they want to actually join forces with that success. Success is contagious, right? It's a good contagious. So that's how you become a master. All right, consistency. Study the masters. All right, don't follow me. Don't follow me. Follow my moves and become a scientist. Dissect it. Okay, dissect my successes and my failures and really study it. Study it. Study everything. All right, a little something for y'all. Become a master. Peace.